Why is it that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Those who are fit and healthy get more and more fit and more healthy, and those that don't. Why is it that sometimes we in our lives, sometimes are just in momentum, in flow, and things just seem to be clicking, and other times it feels like we're going downhill and things are just going down, everything isn't playing out the way we plan? Why is that the case? Well, I'm going to explain it to you in this visual called the momentum cycle that I had a graphic designer design to illustrate this concept. This is 3 parts of what affects momentum in our lives. Now, momentum is a law of nature. It affects you, it affects me, it affects everyone in all different areas of our lives. And we're going to talk about how that affects us in different areas of our lives here. So it has 3 parts. Belief. Do we believe something will happen, that something is the case? Are we certain or are we uncertain? Second one is action. Are we taking fully committed action? All in? Are we doing our absolute best or are we half-assing it? And the third one, result. Are we getting great results? Are the results showcasing the effort we put into it or not? And I'm going to illustrate how these parts work together here. So firstly, let's say wealth. Let's look at the topic of wealth. Why is it that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Largely it's because they're in a momentum cycle of wealth. As in, they have huge belief because they've already accumulated money. Think about it. Let's say you accumulate a large amount of money through a business. What is your level of belief that you can do it again? Probably very high. If you've done it once, you can do it again, right? You have a high level of belief that you can make it happen, that your next business venture is going to be a success. You've got a belief that that is the case. Hence, what happens when your belief is high? What do? Do you take half-assed effort? No, you put in great effort. You're willing to sacrifice. You're willing to invest time, energy, attention, money, whatever it takes, because you know it's going to happen. You have a high level of belief, which leads to a high level of action. Fully committed, engaged, prioritized action. And when you have high level of action over a sustained period of time, high level belief and a high level action, what happens to your results? You get great results. You go and get great results, which goes and reinforce your belief. Your mind goes, hey, I told myself I'll get great results, and I did. And it goes and fuels your belief higher. And now you have higher belief, you're willing to sacrifice even more, you're willing to invest even more energy, attention, money, whatever it is. And you go into this cycle of momentum. You're in an upward cycle of momentum. Equally, this goes the other way. If you go and you have lose money in an investment deal or whatever it is in the stock market, you lose money, what happens to your belief? It's shattered. It often will fall through the floor, or at least in a typical case. You lose belief in yourself and things like that. Hence, what type of action do you take? You stop thinking logically and you get more ingrained in these emotions, encapsulated by these emotions, and you often don't make the smartest choices anymore. And that goes and gets you even worse results. And that lowers your belief even more. You get even more angry, annoyed, whatever it is, doubtful, fearful. And that goes and reinforces this cycle. What about in our health and fitness? Let's say, why is it that those who are fit and healthy, they keep getting more and more healthy and fit and others don't? Why is that the case? Again, this cycle explains it. If someone is, let's say they go to the gym and they go to the gym every single day for 30, 60, 90 days and they get great results, a high level of results reinforces their belief. They look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, yes, this works, let me keep doing it. They have a high level of belief that it's going to work again. That if they keep going to the gym, they're going to be even more ripped, even more toned, even more sexy. They have a high level of belief, which means they go every day. They take committed action, they spend hours, they push, they do that extra rep. High level belief leads to a high level of action. What just happens if you're taking fully committed effort and you're going to the gym every single day and you're pushing yourself hard, you're investing energy, time, attention into it? What happens? You get great results. High level of action leads to a high level of results, which reinforces your belief. Your mind goes, hey, okay, I know this is working. this is clicking, this is falling into place, compared to the other way. Let's say someone has a low level of belief. They're overweight, they're not fit, they're not healthy, they have medical issues, they're very unhealthy in their body, you can see it and they know it. What's their level of belief? Often, typically, not always, they can change this any moment through their mindset, but what's their typical belief that they can turn this around? That they can look like that fitness model in that magazine, that they can be healthy and energetic every single day. What's their level of belief? Typically, it's very low. What happens if they have a low level of belief? How likely are they to go to the gym every single day if their mind subconsciously in the back of their head is going, oh, you're going to be overweight forever. You're never going to be able to change this. You might as well give up now, save yourself the energy. The gym's not going to work for you. You've always been overweight. If that's your level of belief, what type of action are you going to take? You're going to take a low action. Even if you do go to the gym, you're going to half-ass it, or often you won't even go. You won't be able to eat those healthy foods and carry out that diet because your mind, your belief is sabotaging you. It's sabotaging, and we've all found ourselves, this isn't right or wrong, we've all found ourselves at times where things are in an upward spiral and are getting easier and easier and things are clicking into place, and times that where we're in a downward spiral of momentum. It's important for us to understand this, be able to spot it, tap into it and know, hey, I'm going in a downward direction right now. Why is it? And you go and diagnose the problem and fix it. Or, hey, this is working, let me keep going. This is why it works, let me keep reinforcing this. We're able to, with this awareness, be able to affect our areas of our lives, achieve more in our health, in our finances, in our relationships, friendships, love, in our relationships, in our happiness, in the hobbies that we have. In all areas of our lives, we're able to achieve more because we understand what creates that achievement, and momentum is a big part of that. Turn things around. Another area is sports. Sports is a great area to where you can see momentum. Let's say a team is down and they're losing and their level of belief is low, their players are tired, they're not investing fully in it, they're not willing to sacrifice so much because they don't believe that they're going to win, they're kind of like playing half-assed because they don't even believe that they could turn this around, they know they're going to lose, they know it's inevitable, and their level of results, therefore the other team keeps getting points, scoring, whatever the sport is. They're going down this downward spiral. But what happens if suddenly they're in this downward spiral and suddenly they go in this out of nowhere, they get a great result, they get a point. Suddenly you see this in sports all the time. Momentum shifts. Suddenly they get a point, they get a goal, they score, whatever it is, and suddenly their belief goes up. They go, hey, there's hope, and hope is so powerful. Viktor Frankl shared in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, about hope or the lack of it and results that you can get because of that. If you have hope, you can push through the hardship. If you don't have hope, for example, you lose hope and you lose that sense of meaning for what you're doing, it can create disastrous results and actions in our lives. Though in the book, Man's Search for Meaning, he shared a time where people around him in the concentration camp, they believed, I'm going to be home for Christmas. And suddenly, as soon as Christmas went by, and it was the next day, and their dream of, I'm going to be home for Christmas to see my family, goes away, and they're still in this concentration camp, suddenly a huge amount of those people around him die or commit suicide in these concentration camps. Not because anything significant changes, but because Christmas, the idea, the thought of being home with their family for Christmas was giving them hope. Suddenly they lost this hope and it caused them to do things that they wouldn't normally do. Hope is a big part of it, and hope plays into belief over here. So this team over here suddenly get a point, get a goal, score, they start to see a comeback coming, and they can make it happen, their belief goes up, they go, maybe, hey, maybe we can actually win this game, maybe we can turn it around. Suddenly they start to play better, they tackle more aggressively, they go and shoot, score more aggressively, and they get another point perhaps. If they take high committed action, which they weren't doing before, they stop half-assing it, now they're fully into it because they know maybe they can make something happen. High belief leads to high action. High level of action will tend to lead to high level of results. And if they get good results, they score another point, that continues to reinforce. It gains belief. Now they believe more. Hey, we can win this game. We can win. That high level belief reinforces action, result, and it keeps going through the cycle. And that's how you see in sports, great turnarounds. This affects all areas of our lives. Momentum is a law of nature that affects each and every one of us in some way or another. When we know this, when we can act on this, when we understand this information, we can use this to be able to live tremendous lives. So go out there and do this. Use this momentum cycle to create great success in your life.